Hey everyone, Tony Ivanov here, and today was an awesome day on the stock market. I personally made $2,900 by trading just 3 different stocks, and a bunch of my students made a ton of money as well. I want to give a quick shout out to my student Tim, who made first $2,000 day, so round of applause to him. And I had a bunch of other traders as well who made $100, 200, even $500 here and there. So very awesome day, and it looks like we're getting some new uh, trading volume and momentum in the markets. As you guys know, the past month has been super slow. Uh, as we know, historically, August is the worst trading month of the year. But as we're leaving August behind and going into September, we should start to see some newfound volumes. So with that, I'll start to be more and more aggressive and try to capitalize on these nice morning spikes. So with that being said, I'm going to get straight into this video lesson. If you guys watch the whole thing, I do have a surprise for you. There's some awesome bonus content and savings for you at the very end. So make sure you stick around, watch the whole video, learn something new. With that being said, hopefully you guys enjoy this lesson. If you do, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright everyone, so today is August 27th, 2018. It's a Monday, and it sure is Money Monday around here. So as I said in the intro, today I made $2,900. Bring up that screenshot real fast, just under 3 grand after commissions. And it was an awesome day. I traded IGC, ATAI, and RGSC. RGSC had a very nice breakout. ATAI was a huge gap down from 650, and it had a monstrous bounce and just some all around super easy patterns to play today. It was awesome. I loved it. So ATAI, we'll go into that one first. Here, let me just get my Alright, so ATAI was one that we were watching all this morning. As you guys see, it opened up today just around 86 cents. Then it had a nice morning push. As you guys can see, this is a 5-minute chart, so keep that in mind when looking at this, meaning each candle is 5 minutes. So at around 9:55, this one started to run up from 85 cents, hit a high of 195, over $1 per share run just in the morning. And this is very important because what does this show us? This shows us that this stock has spikeability. It has the potential to move a ton on enough volume. It didn't just go up 20 cents, 30 cents per share. It went up $1 per share. And that shows very big potential. So that's why we had it on our watch list. And we had quite a few traders in our chat room who bought this dip here on VWAP, which is, a pretty good risk reward area to buy. I didn't buy into VWAP just because I had no idea what the stock would do. I didn't really know too much about the news and why it gapped down. So I was just watching it and wanted mainly to see if it would make higher lows. So as we moved more into midday, we can see that we did in fact continue to make higher lows very slowly. So that brought me into this time here, where let me just bring up the 2-minute chart. It's easier to see. Right into this wave of increased buying volume, I decided to buy in. And I bought, let's see, I bought 2,000 shares at 178 first right here. And then as it was squeezing higher, about 2,000 more shares, and I got filled those at 190. So I had 4,000 shares at an average of, like 184 just about. And I was looking to have that breakout over 195. And if you guys have been watching my videos, you know that this is a common pattern that I've been playing, and it's super consistent. You can call this a flat top wedge, you can call this an ABCD, you can call this a cup and handle. Doesn't really matter, but the main things that we have about this pattern are: one, We need to be trading a stock that is super, super liquid. If you look at ATAI, it had 10 million shares traded today, which is a ton. Just real quick, let me look at the float of ATAI just to double check. So one thing that you guys can do if you guys want to know the float of a stock, you simply just go to Yahoo Finance, type in the ticker symbol, and go to statistics. Then you scroll down, and right here you can see the float is 5.8 million shares. So not the smallest float, but it definitely is a low float. So that's good because lower supply with increased demand means that we get these big spikes. So essentially what to look for in this pattern is mainly just one stock that has a very strong move in the morning, meaning that it has the spikeability in moving further later on in the day. It dips down, makes higher lows, holds support, and then it slowly curls and moves back up, and I buy right before it breaks out again, ideally into some sort of dip. So I have many, many, many patterns like this. Let me just bring up my pictures real fast. It's been a very common pattern this month. Oh, this is the same one, just ATI. You can see the breakout over 195. This one on TNT, kind of same pattern. You have a morning spike, holds its gains, makes higher lows, and breaks out. That one actually never worked, but it was a potential one. I have this one right here on BOXL, same exact thing. You have like a large run up. You have the pullback where it makes higher lows, and then it breaks out again. Same thing here. You have one big run up, a pullback where it makes higher lows, and it breaks out again. And you can just see over and over and over, same pattern that I'm looking for this month. We have a morning spike where it pulls back, makes higher lows, hits the hive day one more time, it pulls back, makes a dip, and you buy into that dip and you go for the breakout. So like I said, you can call this a cup and handle, ABCD, doesn't really matter. The main thing that does matter is that you have a low float stock that had a spike in the morning, holds its gains, and then right before it breaks out the second time, you buy into that dip using a proper risk reward. So what was my plan when I bought into ATAI? Well, simply I had like my risk level set at 166. So the bottom of these candles here, 165, 166 was my risk. Now you may say that is quite a large risk, and you're not wrong. However, you have to consider that you have a huge movement in this stock. As we saw earlier, it went from 87 up to 195, meaning it moves a lot with not that much volume, meaning you have to give it a tiny bit of wiggle room in its moves. So I had my risk set at 165, meaning that no matter what happened in this play, if we hit 165, I would sell and I would get out. Now my profit, I was going for a breakout over $2. So if I'm buying in at around 184 and I'm risking 165, I'm risking about 20 cents a share, which is kind of big. Like I said, that means that I need to aim to make at least double that. So I'm aiming to make at least double 20 cents a share, which is like just under half dollar per share profits. Now ATAI, once we got that breakout, we actually squeezed up to the 215 mark, and then we got halted, which was perfect because here at this point we've hit my profit goals, and now we're into a halt. And as we know, usually halts have a situation where once the stock is unhalted, there's such a buying frenzy that it gaps up, and I sold into that gap up at around 226, 227. So I made very nice profits there. And here on this trade, just by itself, I made around $1,600, say 10-15 minutes. And then now the rest of the trades were kind of just like a whole bunch of like smaller trades. Here, this one was definitely the biggest trade I took today with the biggest profit. Let me see some other ones I took. I I took one on IGC. Bring up IGC now. So here's some background on IGC. We had a huge gap up today. This has been running since last week on no news. It actually had no news whatsoever, and I've been squeezing shorts. This is just a classic short squeeze, and I knew that once it held $1, it was going to curl up again and squeeze the shorts. So if we look at the 5-minute chart, this is kind of the same exact pattern as ATAI. We have a spike in the morning, we have a pullback where it holds support, starts to make higher lows, and it retests 5-day and then breaks out and just exponentially. So I did not want to play IGC in the morning, mainly because it seemed a bit way too overextended, but I did like the dip buy at $1. So I personally did not do that dip buy at $1, but I did recommend it in my chat room. Point that we played IGC was into this dip. Same exact situation. We have this breakout, we have this higher low dip. I bought into that dip. I bought I believe 3,000 shares, and I sold those 3,000 shares in a spike of 36, 37. So once again, awesome pattern. And main thing to note is that we're not trading so much in the morning anymore. I'm trading a lot more in the midday and in the afternoon, just because it's a lot easier to trade these patterns that happen as the day develops. Yes, you can make a bunch of money by trading in the morning with those huge volatile moves and these huge morning spikes, but they're just not back quite yet, so I'm not really putting too much money into them. I'm putting a lot of money here in midday and in afternoon. So that's going to go over those trades. I do just want to have a quick shout out to a few of my traders today who made some awesome profits. Here is Tim. He made $2,000 today, his first $2,000 day. We had Bart, who made 11 cents a share on GERN, and we had Mike, who made 260 bucks on TIS. And there's a bunch more that I wasn't able to take a picture of. So now I want to offer you guys some new deals and specials. So if you didn't know, I have been offering a 7-day free trial on my live stream and chat room, and now I'm doubling that to 14 days. So you can try it out risk-free for 14 days, see if you like it, and see if you like the community. If you do, great, you can stay and pay the fee. If not, you can cancel at any time, no questions asked. If you happen to be charged after your trial and you don't want to be in the chat room anymore, you can just contact our team and we will refund you with no questions asked. Also, we're having a Labor Day sale, so 20% off of everything I offer. That means my lifetime penny stock mastery course, which is lifetime access to the course and the chat room and the live stream where you can watch me trade every single morning, and 20% off of all of our subscriptions as well. So there's a bunch of information down below in the description, or if you have any questions, you can send me an email, tony@tonyivanov.com. I'll be happy to help you guys out with any questions you have. So like I said, 20% off of everything. This will be live until the end of next week. So make sure you guys hop on your trading journey today and change your future, because trust me, life can change very, very fast. I started trading 3 years ago and I had nothing, and now I'm able to trade from the comfort of my home. I have my dream car, and I'm able to travel the world whenever I want with my girlfriend. So I'm only 21 years old, or no, I'm 22, I forgot. 22 years old, and I'm going to be doing this for a very, very long time. So join me in our journey, and I highly recommend you check out the lifetime mentorship, because you can stick side by side with me for life and trade through these markets with. So with that being said, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this lesson. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And like I said, if you have any questions, I'm here to help you out. Send me an email, tony@tonyivanov.com. All right, guys, see you guys in the next